The Grace Committee, Sir Michael and Dame Mary Partington, are going to come up and just give us a little recap. They've been the Grace Committee chairs for the last 8 years, done some wonderful things. I know that we probably need an eye-opener, so Michael might give us a joke or two to get us going this morning. No joke. Mary's cutting them off on the jokes this morning, so.
I will start. I'm sorry, there is no joke. I do not do jokes. I am Mary Partington. He's mine. For a few days, welcome to my world. So we're here to talk about the Grace in the Holy Land Committee. And GRACE stands for, oh my gosh, I can't read that. Growth, retention, and continuing education for the new people. People who've been here know this. And we have been revisioned many times in the 8 years. So we started out, these are the things we do. You can read those.
Yeah, very well.
So this is our final report. We've done our 8 years, and Sir Jim and Sir Sean are going to spend some time and try to figure out revisioning again, what direction should we go, or what direction should the next people go. So we have been honored to work with you. We've met so many really kind people, generous people. We just kind of wanted to tell you what we've done and some of the money that you've raised. I can't read it because I don't have glasses. Sorry, I can't read.
I have glasses on. So.
All right, you start. Oh, now I can read it.
So,
go ahead.
You stand further away and you can read it? All right. I just stand over there. We started out trying to figure out what exactly the committee could be doing. There was, we had ancestors in this. So one of the things we did was really started by surveying all the areas of North America, all the areas of the Northern Lieutenancy, and also all the other North American lieutenancies. And it's really quite fun to see how things work somewhere that may not work somewhere else. I think, small example, somewhere in California, we were impressed at how they were doing regular rosary meetings, but they rotated because they're suburbs of LA or such, so they could do that on an easy basis. To rotate across western Nebraska is hard, and you'll get both people in a week or so. It taught us a lot about what the Latin Patriarchate needs. So the LPJ is really, it's the focus, exactly as Sir Sean was saying. So. Since 2019, this is Bethlehem University.
Okay, so originally, different areas were raising funds for Bethlehem University for scholarships. And as section presidents, I guess they're called now, area counselors changed over, sometimes that wasn't their gift, and the scholarships would kind of disappear. So we decided to take that on lieutenancy-wide. Obviously, our first financial interest is always to pay our annual dues. The second is the current campaign going on. But if you find you have some dollars jingling in your pocket and you'd like to donate, people who've been on pilgrimage can tell you about Bethlehem University. There is a place on the website you can donate electronically to Bethlehem University. Well, you donate to our lieutenancy, and then the money gets shipped over to Bethlehem via Sean. So that is still available. We just don't talk about it as much right now because there are other things going on. So we've probably sponsored 5 to 6 students every year for the 8 years, well, 7 years. We started it a year into it. So $25,000 goes over there to Bethlehem University to fund school scholars. We tend to fund 3rd and 4th year scholars so they finish their education. So that's continuing. Yeah, and that's true. Young people who are educated at Bethlehem University stay in the Holy Land. That is their calling. They talk about they were educated, they spent a semester in the US or Japan. They are coming back to educate or work in the Holy Land. So.
For a few years, we, as Sir Sean mentioned too, we were able to engage in the process of finding specific projects. People love to be able to see something, you know, they say we helped, we did something with that. Or in Sir Sean's case, he has his name on an entire building from a multi-million-dollar gift that he doesn't know he's made yet. It's Sir Sean something memorial, so he really doesn't know. And our names will be on one of the restrooms. But the LPJ has projects every year, and then they have to rank them, and it's sort of in order of desperation, you know, to try to stop an electrical system from burning down a rectory or a school, or have usable bathrooms or things like that. Sounds terribly mundane. You know, I suspect that a lot of us would not put much thought into renovating a non-functioning bathroom in your home. This is so basic and so necessary. And so we were able to do that, and it's not that it's come to an end, it's a priority shift, et cetera. But, you know, an example was we had a message about the need to finish putting beds into a senior living facility, a long-term care facility, and that was, I think we bought a dozen beds for $30,000 or something like that, and our lieutenant has discretionary funds from you, thank you, to keep, we did a parish and rectory electrical system one year. In an area where things are a little better, we put smart projectors into the classroom. These are combination whiteboards and computer systems that the kids can work on. They're not all getting copies of books, so you got to go with the technologies. We raised $100,000+. This is more or less put on hold during both the ongoing capital campaign, the LPJ revisiting how its funding comes from all lieutenancies and countries, not just us. And so, you know, it's still there, it still exists, and Sir Sean will notice something that we can help every now and then. We, the E part of Grace, education, and A, awareness. This is such a low-tech thing. We started off with informational bookmarks, which we've had for, I don't know, it's probably the last 6 years or so. Credit Sir Dave Fitzgerald, who is not at the meeting today. He's from Colorado Springs. He came up with this. He just had something to hand out to folks. And as Vanna will show you, we still have them. And they are, thank you, Vanna. Don't laugh, it's a tough job. As Vanna White herself said, you do have to know all the letters. That's true, she said so. Anyway, but they are handed out at things like when you're at the ordination, when you're at a chrism mass, when someone says, why are you guys dressed like that? To have a few in your pocket. And you can chuckle at us, but you folks have distributed over 2,000 of them. And more importantly, the next 1,500 have left our basement, and someone else is going to be responsible for that. And then communications, it's so hard and so fun to try to, at the same time, to keep pace with how communications work. So, you know, as a little thing, 7 years ago, we put together a Facebook group, EOHSJ Northern Lieutenancy. There was, at the time, more pushback and fear that somehow someone clicking on that could then drain your retirement savings or whatever. No. So it is secure, though, so it's only open to members of the lieutenancy. Please, if you are someone who just looks at Facebook, or if you have an event, a bishop's dinner in your area, a meeting with new members, coming to this meeting, your chrism mass in your town or wherever it is, you can put the pictures up there. That's how this works. The website is driven at the other end, but remember things like Facebook or Instagram, which we don't currently have, those are user-driven. So it's fun. I like seeing what other people have been doing. The pilgrimage group, the pilgrimage company, whose name I can't think of, LP Pilgrimages, they had kept a running Running report of the last couple pilgrimages that just happened with Bishop Rice and Archbishop Naumann, and it was fun just to share them onto our page, and boy, a lot of people are looking at that. So you're up to something like 350 members. There haven't been any security issues. But you do have to log in, find the page, and ask to join. Don't try to make it be a friend of me or Mary or whatever. That's us, well, which is nice. We want to be friends. But EOHSJ, Northern Lieutenancy, and basically I find everyone in the directory. And if I can't find them, I might try their area counselor, section president, say, have you ever heard of this Rosansky person or whatever? Good, now we know who they are, and then we can confirm it. This last slide, the benefit of a pandemic, is really, that was how I was thinking about it when we were chatting. This is interesting to us because this is why this keeps developing. You can always have bookmarks. Beth Wells will get them printed. That's not a problem. And by the way, if you want some, they're out on the information
They're
desk.
out by the prayer cards.
Okay, so
I think.
Grab a handful. There are hundreds here. But the coming of the pandemic and the improvement on virtual meeting systems meant that all these things, and Sir Sean has mentioned this, we were able to post and connect to people on the ground. Archbishop, now Cardinal Pete Sabala, Samuel Youssef, who is the CEO of the LPJ, telling us, here's what the needs look like right now today. Here's how this is a problem today. The immediacy of it, I think, is stunning. And plus, you can watch it in your jammies. And we've had reports from Rome, Cardinal Filomeni, Bethlehem University, Brother Peter Bray, who anyone who met him, like you're still energized, years later. He's now no longer there. He was the chancellor. But to hear from the students, especially the students, they're the ones you're helping. It's fun to see that these things will continue to happen. It's been helped a lot by Sir Tim's work on the website. We don't know what the next form of this is, but this is going to be part of the story. So really, what we're saying is that this whole 8 slides is to say thank you to you guys. You've done a lot. You get the name out there. You've handed out bookmarks. You've written checks. Hate to get down to that. I know we say treasure now, but thank you so much. It's made it a worthwhile experience for us, and now we can just go and sit down and do nothing else. Oh, yeah, we have a mass later. So thank you very much.
Thank you.